Hi everyone, I'm feeling a little still sick, but I'm much better now. Uh, First off, I'd like to thank the people who responded to last week's little I'm sick thing. It gave me a lot of things to think about as far as alone and loneliness are concerned, which is good because sometimes when you think about something by yourself, you kind of go in circles because you don't think about everything, and other people's input is always, works as a sounding board kind of thing. The reason why I asked about that is because it seems to me that I've seen a lot of things, not only in my own life, but on online communities about people struggling with being or feeling alone versus being lonely. And I think that the words often get colluded in media. Like, whenever I think of alone and loneliness, I always think of, those very corny movies when you're a kid where some nasty villainous character speaks to the hero saying, "You're alone in the universe." And then the hero of heroine of the story pops up and says, "Excuse me, but I have friends," kind of thing. Woo. So, and that's one of the things that I don't know. I think that sometimes in this culture, in any culture, we value communication skills based upon mutual friendship, mutual abilities to relate to other people, and sometimes we don't value the people being able to be alone, because how many movies have you seen where someone's like, "I am a loner and I'm miserable," and it's kind of awkwardly played out. So you don't really see very many people whose being alone is like a cheerful thing. Usually it's like a self-imposed, I hate people kind of thing. Grrr. Which, I think that if, someone is doesn't like people and imposes themselves into being, without people, wouldn't they be shown as being happy? I'd think that, but no, it doesn't really pop up. So, I guess for me, particularly in my life, I've had problems interacting with people, not because of lack of wanting to do that, but just lack of ability. I still can't drive a car by myself, don't have my license, and also for other people online who are in dire straits, who can't relate to other people around them, I've seen a bit of that pop up. Some people have talked about how identifying as asexual kind of makes them feel even more alone or more lonely, which I think that's kind of understandable, because when you realize something about yourself and you feel different from other people, you're gonna feel kind of awkward. So what do you do when you when you found your identity and it seems to isolate you from others? I think that identities should unify people, sort of, or at least give you something to work with as far as people skills go, or as communities go, as far as being able to reach out and not live in a self-imposed aloneness if that is not what you want. But at the same time, I think that, we shouldn't be afraid of being alone in a group of people. I think there are legitimate fears in being alone, and I don't think it's necessarily the fear of being alone in and of itself, but I think the fear of being outcast, being marked as different from others for malicious purposes, I think that is a reasonable fear. And I know because I've had that in my life where people have been, like in cases of bullying or in cases of other things, being alone can be threatening. But I think that, whatever works for you personally, whether you enjoy being alone or whether you feel lonely by that, or if you want to change something in your life about your situation regarding to relating to other people, I think you should be free to do that. And I don't think that, asexuality should be cornered as like the sexuality of being alone. I hope you enjoyed my rambling thoughts, because they are kind of rambly and nonsensical, just kind of, yeah. So, see ya.